right. Good morning. Got a frog in my throat this morning. Let's see. We had a successful weekend at the local car show. And everything went well, ran good. Got a little prize out of the deal. But, what's that noise? Oh, never mind. What was I talking about? So, it's going to be hot this week. And I'm just going to be out here in little spurts. Almost knocked the garage down when I pulled in. Oh well. I got a little project. I'll come back here and show you. This is hard to explain. Let's just start. Let's start with this. The roads in my town are crap. And I do a lot of driving in this town with the Model T. There's so many holes that aren't filled in, it's unbelievable. And it's just bone shaking, and I can imagine what it's doing to my springs. Well, the other day, I'm just going to sit down on this tire. The other day, I was on a website called the Montana 500 website. And these are guys that take these Model Ts and they just whip them to death. And most of them survive. So there's a lot of good information on that. I don't know a lot about the race that they actually do or how it's done or anything like that, because I just go there for the technical stuff. Anyways, a fair amount of these guys are big advocates of putting modern shocks, at least on the rear end. Keeps them from jumping around, skidding sideways, whatnot. Well, there was a section on there that showed how to mount modern shocks on the back axle. And what they did was, this pipe down here for the rear end, they bought 351 Windsor connecting rods, which evidently fit around that really good. And then they welded on two bolts here for the bottom of the shock mount, and then mounted the shock up somewhere. Mine's lowered, so you know it'll be a different story. So I couldn't find any 351 Cleveland or Windsor rods that were cheap enough on eBay, but turns out I did find, put that there, a couple of cheap rods for a mid-30s Chevy 6. So, and by cheap I mean, you know, it's got to be like 20 bucks or less. That's cheap to me. So I kind of looked this up and looked that up and thought, well, I think it's the right size, but you know, for 20 bucks I'll take a chance. So I bought them, and it fits pretty good, but I have had to do some grinding. Of course, it'll be cut off right about there somewhere to get them to fit over the tube right. So you know, you can't take these off and use them in a mid-30s Chevy. They're done. So don't try it. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on here as usual. Oh, we need some light. That'd help. Hey, look at that. Anyways, I've just been filing and grinding these a little bit so they'll fit around that tube good. And I ordered some new old stock genuine Sears shock absorbers. I think I paid 25 bucks for 4 of them. Now, I know this is not going to be period correct, but it's very practical. And, you know, let's face it, we're not going to be taking this on a concourse, so if it helps the old girl last a little longer, that's fine with me, and helps my back last a little bit longer. So I'm going to show you this debacle from beginning to end so that you can say, that was a stupid idea. But I saw it on the internet, so it must be true. Okay? Alright, well, I guess I'll get some film of me grinding and filing. You like that? That'll be fun. Okay, well, we're working on it. Man, it's hotter than hell out here. What I'm doing is grinding the inside of that so it'll fit over this tube here. And this is the process. It's kind of hot. Yep, kind of hot. We do this. Can you see? Man, it's boiling out here. I might have to break my Saturday night bath rule and have one today. Hate to waste the water. Okay, see that? Nice and black. You guys probably know all about doing shit like this. I'm not telling anybody anything. I'm not breaking any new ground here. I'm just trying to survive on pennies. Okay, I know it looks better. Okay, you can probably see where it's shiny and where it's not. So we'll just keep doing this, you know, for, oh, I don't know, rest of the day. And tomorrow we'll come out here and we'll continue. Okay, she's on there. And like I say, if I can hang on to the camera, gets cut off here. A couple of nuts or some kind of bracketry will go on here, and up to here is the shock. I'll have to make some kind of shock mount up the top. Anyways, she's on there. Now, as much grinding as I did, I should say, to make that fit. Wow, one a day is enough when it's 90 degrees. So my wife's gonna come out here and scream at me for being out in the heat, but I just had to know, you know, if this was gonna work or is gonna be a big flop. But I think, you know, if you can, pretend this is the shock. I don't know, are you getting the idea? Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, I've had it. I'm done. One last shot. Remember, I'm not crazy. I just appear that way on film. Okay, I'm just going to step in here for a brief second and kind of explain what happened. Now you saw the first day I started that project, and about noon I decided it was too hot, and I went in the house, and in the next 45 minutes after I'd had a shower, I was on my way to the hospital. So that part of the project kind of got put on hold there for a while. And we're going to pick it up later. I'm talking to you from the future here. I started it again after a few false starts, and I feel much better now, so you know, it's going to be a little bit before you see how that turns out. Okay, I guess that's the main gist of what I'm telling you. Anyways, just so you know, that's going to continue. It's just at probably a way later date in the fall. Okay, so you know, if you're getting ants in your pants seeing how this shock absorber deal turns out, sorry, I didn't plan it that way, but that's just how she goes. So there'll be plenty of other stuff to watch between now and then. And if it turns to shit, you'll never see any of it. So, there you go. Talk to you later. side's cutting my head off of the camera. That's alright, I'm not going to worry about it. Lots of traffic by the house today. You're just going to have to put up with it. Jake brakes and all kinds of stuff going on. I got a mirror mounted on that bracket I got in that box, that mystery box, I guess I'll call it. Model T mystery box. Got it cut, got it beveled a little bit. My other camera quit on me, so you know I didn't get to show you any of that, but it went pretty good. I didn't break any glass, so anyway, moving on. This is kind of what we're looking for here, somewhere to mount this thing. So I'm going to get up in the seat, you know, kind of see where it needs to go. Let's see. I'll probably be in the way and you won't see anything. Yada yada yada. Whatever. Let's see. This is going to take some snazzy bracketry. Right in there. Should do it. I don't know what we're going to do, but you know, it's got a thing on the back where you can detach it and attach it. So I got to make some standoffs of some kind so that it'll straddle the center part here. I guess I could have it there. Would that be better? Do you think? I don't know. I could use that screw. That would help. We'll try that. Okay. Let me gather up some stuff. Okay, what I want to do is make a bracket that will, fit up inside here, and then bolt to that so it can sit on the cowl. I cut me out a piece of metal. That could have went better. Yeah, I think, you know, a little bit of straightening possibly, you know. Doesn't look very good yet. We'll try to spiff it up, you know. Okay, we got this in the vise here. I think you can see. I can see my hands. So, we're just going to try to take that edge over. I don't know. I guess I'll just hit it with a hammer. Maybe a small hammer. Kind of sliding through here. Pretty crude, but it works. Oh man! Oh, there we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll get it set up for the next one. Hey, I got some new stuff. Check this out. Look at that. Can you see that? Huh? Huh? Yeah. My son got me that because I'm too cheap to order one for myself. So, there you go. Another 40 bucks flushed down the toilet. Alright, well, I also got this. Look at that. Looks new, don't it? Nope. Got that from the Salvation Army surplus store. 8 bucks. 8 bucks. Let's see how you turn it on. There we go. Low speed. High speed. In between. Pretty nice, huh? 8 bucks. Did I say it was 8 bucks? Whoops. There we go. My Dremel quit on me 2 years ago, and I just couldn't pull the trigger to buy a new one. So, you know, I've been sticking the little Dremel things into my drill for 2 years. Yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. Anyways, I'm a pretty happy camper. Got my new shirt, got my new Dremel. Yeah, things are looking up. Yep. Something awful is about to happen. I'm sure of it. Alright, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I don't know if you can see it or not, but I had to come up with something else because, you know, it just wouldn't work the other way because I've already got this edge bent up. So I put a piece of steel in there, and I've got a magneto magnet there holding it apart. We'll see if we can come this way a little bit and then move down to this end and kind of keep going back and forth. It's kind of screwy. I think I better take some glasses off for this operation. Man, that is really stuck in there. Oh, I think that'll work. The year was 2023. It was late August in Saskatchewan, and the snowpack was almost gone. Further to the south, in Iowa, it was still 1848. An arms race was raging between Carter's hairstyling to the north and an old man in a shed to the south. Not that far south. It all started as a Cold War between YouTube giants. On one side, the head of the vast Carter Empire. On the other side, a poor dirt farmer. And escalated quickly into all-out war. Things were said.
Well, that Shed by the Tracks character's gone too far this time. He accused me of being the T word. That's right. Tolerant.
Chairs were thrown. More things were said. After last week's show, when I started the radiator project, I got this call from some guy up in Canada telling me I'm doing it all wrong. He told me he was a big deal on YouTube, you know, before the cocaine habit kicked in. And he had a radiator that was certified and he had all the receipts from the local Walmart for it. A small amount of private property was damaged. Both sides dug in. More chairs were thrown. By early fall, both sides had run out of chairs. Dearest Mary, how I miss our little taxpayer-subsidized farm. The conditions here are unbearable. This morning we lost 40 men to a hurtful and sarcastic remark. I was nearly offended myself. Private Roger Abbott. Peace talks were started on September 20th during happy hour. And after an intense week of drinking and reckless gunfire, there was a breakthrough. Both sides laid down their arms and agreed. The danger was not each other as they had feared. The real enemy was the French in Alberta. Bending it a little bit, but that's all right. We'll straighten that out. There. Yeah. Like I say, whoop. It's a bracket, you know. We're not building a piece for the space shuttle here, it's just got to hold the mirror on. Okay, when I figure out what I'm doing next, I'll show you. Now, as you guys have probably noticed, you know, from watching my other videos, that the way I attack things is a little haphazard, but you know, I measure things when I have to, and sometimes I just make an educated guess. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Just kind of saying, okay, well, that line looks straight to me, you know, yada yada yada. I'm trying to just get these edges where they're smooth. That feels good. I'll fine tune it a little bit here. I guess that's what we'll call it. And yeah. Okay, that doesn't look bad. I got my 2 marks on there for where the mirror sets. I'll make a cut here and a cut here, there and there, and we'll fold down the edge, or the end, edge, end, whatever it is. Like I say, it's got one job to do: hold the mirror up. Okay. We'll come back when I'm more, I don't know. We'll be back when I get these cut and whatnot. Okay, we got slits on each side. Now we're gonna cut a little angle on these end pieces so that we can fold it over like that. Pretty exciting, huh? I'm just guessing on these angles. I figure I can fine tune it. I think I kind of know what a 45 looks like, but you know, if you're seeing this, I do know what a 45 looks like, and if you're not seeing it, I screwed it up and I threw it out in the street. I'm going to do one side at a time, because that way I will I'll know what mistakes I made on the first try. Where are we at here? There we go. Let's go this way just a wee bit. I think I want this pair of vice grips. Maybe. You know, I often wonder what it's like to work in a garage that has the correct tools for the job. I'd probably just get spoiled. Alright. I think I'm pretty close. Right there, looks like. Okay. I think this is going to be a cut and fit deal. Well, that's not bad. Where you at? Go ahead and do the other one. It needs some filing and whatnot, but you know, for me it's pretty good. I'll do the other side. I got this all bound up. I don't know if I showed you this or not. It turned out pretty good, but you know, I don't have any way of welding these seams together or anything right now, so I thought maybe it might start a vibration and crack along this edge. So I bent this piece of scrap up. That's going to go up in there, bolt to the two ends, and then of course where the mirror's at on top. So that'll keep that good and stiff. Keep the vibration down, I hope. That's the plan anyway. Boy, it's a lot of screwing around just to have a mirror on the thing. Okay, I can get it to where we can both see here. Is that focused or what? Anyway, there it is. I rounded off the, you know, edges there, and then that'll just sit there on the cowl like that. Now I gotta put some holes in it for that stiffening bracket. Holes in here for the actual mirror, and then bolt it up, I guess. Simple as that. Nothing to it. 5-minute job. Okay, there it is. Got the stiffening bracket bolted down in there. It's got some nice heft to it now. So now we'll drill 2 holes here for the mirror. Then I'll drill the holes that mounted on the cowling. I think that's turning out all right. I think what I'll do is I'll oil blacken this, try to blue it as much as I can instead of painting it, so that it fits in better. Okay, there it is. There's the bracket I made up in through there, and then bolted there. It's got slots and holes, so you know, if you need to take it off for some reason real quick, you can. The mirror itself, its bracket, it can pivot, so that gives you side to side, and obviously it'll pivot up and down, so you should be able to adjust it. Now I've got to drill the holes in these tabs to coincide with the screws that hold the dash on. Comes a big something. Must be 3 o'clock. All the city guys are going home. So yeah, I think this is going to work out all right. I got to clean it up and glue it and drill them other holes, and I'll be done.